Hey, what is up everyone? Hope you're all having a wonderful time. Here a quick guide on the Squirrels Beastmaster in Last Epoch. The Squirrels Beastmaster is a strong endgame build that can do most content within Last Epoch. The build focusing around unique helm Herald of the Squirrel, which will make your wolves into small raging squirrels. And these squirrels deals hundreds of bleed stacks to our enemies for a huge amount of single target. By being a summoner build, we can stay at a safe distance, minding our own business while the squirrels do the job for us, and occasionally we buff the minions with tons of damage boost by using Warcry, Howl, and also the Frenzy Totem. For the pros, it got some huge single target damage for bossing. It's a very simple playstyle being a minion build, and it also got some really good defenses like high health. For the cons, it's not the fastest build. The build do lack some clear speed, and you will also need to be level 76 to be able to equip the helm. For the uniques, we got Herald of the Squirrel, which is the build enabling unique for this build. And this transforms our wolves to squirrels, and we can have up to twice of our companion limit. We gain some chance to bleed and also shred physical resist on hit for our squirrels as well. And lastly, it will change the Howl skill, granting the squirrels to gain 40% increased movement speed and also attack speed. Doublet of Honest Tool is another great one for this build, and this provides a boost to our health and also gives our minions a extra chance to bleed on hit. But most importantly, so the bleed duration for our minions lasts longer. And lastly, we're using the Fang, which gives our characters some decent defense and also some flat melee physical damage for our minions, which will help out with the clear. Minions get stun immunity, and also so we can summon wolves to our maximum number of companions, which is very important so we can have all squirrels out at the same time. And a quick note here is that you actually have a similar point in the wolf skill tree if you don't have the amulet yet. For the stats, you want to go for health, vitality, resist for your cap, critical strike avoidance for cap, minion damage over time, and also minion physical damage. You want to go strength, minion regen, and for the class specific stats, try to get +2 level in summon wolf and also chance to bleed on minion hit. For the idols, you want to get 4 adorn with minion increased bleed duration and also chance to bleed on minion hit. For some quality of life, you could choose to go for 4 grand idols instead, with the chance to gain haste for 3 seconds when you summon a totem and also with chance to bleed on minion hit. And let's go quickly over the most important notes for the skill, starting with the summoning wolf. So summoning wolf is our squirrels in this build. Over here we got the bleed nodes here, which is very important for this build. And we're also using pack hunters for the +1 to maximum wolf. We're also using Warcry, which will stun enemies for a short duration and also boosting both us and our minions with different buffs. We're using Hastily Advanced to get the haste buff, with energized charges for a increased duration for the haste buff. Also toxic companions, so the wolf's bleed chance will improve by 100%. Frenzy Totems grants the frenzy buff, which will boost attack and cast speed by 20%. We're using Symbol of Selflessness for increased buff effect, and so it only affects our minions. We're using Furious Cry to reset the Howl skill from Summon Wolf so we can use the buff more frequently. Fury Leap we use for mobility, and here we have Pack of the Leader, so the squirrels will leap with us. We're using Herald Protection, which provides immunity by damage while we are leaping. Violet Upheaval will make it so we can cast the Upheaval skill once we land with the leap skill. And lastly, the skill Upheaval, and this is more for some extra damage for this build. And we're using Upheaval Totems here to make the skill to a totem that will shoot out the skill for us. And by doing so, we also gain a minion tag on the skill, and this will then be affected by all the minion stats on our gear. And by using the idols with the haste buff when we summon a totem that I mentioned recently, we'll make it so we always get a haste buff for 3 seconds after we use the skill leap. And here a quick preview of the passive skill tree, but for more information about the build, I do recommend you to go and check out the Last Epoch build planner, link will be in the description. So what do you think about this Squirrels Beastmaster build? Have you tried it out before maybe, or tried another version of it? Feel free to tell me in the comments below. Thanks for watching, don't forget to like and subscribe if you found this video helpful. And with that said, I'll see you in the next one. Bye!